Welcome back everyone. In the last video, we set up a very basic chart. In this video, we'll be exploring a few series types that this library offers us. So I'm going to head over to their documentation, and inside I'll be heading over to series types. Inside series types, we see all the available series types. So we have area series, bar series, baseline series, candlestick series, histogram series, and then line series. Our chart from the last video is called an area series. Let's head over to our code and see how this chart is formed. Inside our code, we used the create chart function that lightweight charts offer us. We used it to create our chart, and then inside this chart we get access to a new method which is called add area series, and this method is responsible for creating our chart. Then we set this method to a new constant called area series, and we have access to another method called set data, where we pass our initial data as argument. So a few things to note about this initial data is that it has to be an array of objects, and each object has to contain a time property and a value property for an area series. So if we see, this chart has two axes. One is called the x-axis and the other is the y-axis. So each time we pass is actually on the x-axis. It's the value of the x-axis, and each value we pass as value on the value property, it's actually the y-axis. Inside our code again, we can see that we're passing an object inside our add area series method. This object contains all the customization options that's related to add area series. So we have line color, top color, and bottom color. The line color is the blue line that's on the top of the chart, and then we have top color and bottom color. In this chart we can see that if we look closely, we'll see that there is a gradient going on. So from the bottom we have really opaque blue, and on the top we have kind of solid blue. So this top color is actually the solid blue, and the bottom color is the opaque blue. If we change these values, we can change these values to anything we want. Say we can change this to red, and we will see that the top color, and we will see that the line color has changed. If we change the top color to purple, we can see that the top color has changed to purple. Also, we can change the bottom color to yellow, and you can see that the bottom color has changed to yellow. It looks awful, but you get the idea. Now, what if we want to change our series? Say for example, a candlestick series. So if we follow the example that they have set up, we can see that first of all we need to change our method. Currently we're using add area series, so we need to change it to add candlestick series. Now, because we changed the method, the customization options that we were passing to that previous method also needs to be changed, because an area series has line color, top color, bottom color, but a candlestick series has up color, down color, week up color, week down color, etc. So if I follow the example that they have set up and copy the customization options from their example, and I'm going to paste it right here. So I'll be explaining what this means very soon. Let's continue with our changes. So the most important thing that we need to change is the data that we're passing to our series. Okay, because an array series has time and value, but a candlestick series has time, open, high, low, and close. So a candlestick series has different property in each objects in the initial data array. So if I go to their example, I can see that the data actually looks like this. If I copy this in our code, and I'm going to explain it in a second. So in each object we have 5 properties now: open, high, low, close, and then time. So in this example they're using a timestamp value, but there are 3 options available. We can use a business day, we can use a timestamp, or we can use a time string. I will explain this in some later video, but for now let's just continue with our changes. So if I head over to our live site, we can see that a candlestick series has formed. Okay, let's explain what these customization options mean. The up color is the candles that we see, and then we have weak up color. These tiny lines that we see on top and on bottom, these tiny green lines, they're called a weak. Okay, so as weak up color we have green, and as weak down color we have red. You can create any of the rest of the series by following what you've learned so far, and also by taking help from the lightweight charts documentation. Thank you.